That's right, ladies, gentlemen, all you girls and boys and peoples.
He, she's, and theys.
He, she's, and theys. There we go.
Yes.
That's right.
And non-binaries and everyone else.
Guess what time it is? It's after 5 somewhere.
It is.
9 to 5. Rest in peace, Dolly Parton. But it's the after raid hours.
Yay!
It's correct. It's after raid hours time, baby. With your illustrious host, JackJack1620.
Hello.
Super trainer extraordinaire.
I try.
He's doing great. On again, off again, casual player, JayTI7N.
Do you still like the term filthy casual or just casual?
What's below filthy casual?
I don't even know.
Despot. I am very much in the casual sphere currently with my Pokemon Go journey, but
I think that's probably
not to
better.
say, I still haven't. I've been playing,
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't been as involved. But I've been watching from the sidelines, from the shadows.
The shadow.
That's right, the Shadow Realm. It's been a hot minute.
It has.
So just a couple of shouts. Shouts to you, Jack, for just running amazing events all year, all season thus far. Well, seasons. We did have our little Aurora Masters barbecue.
Oh yeah, the Lure
Luau.
Definitely fun. And
that was fun. It's great to see people.
Yeah, and again, like gotta also shout out Zach. Like he's there. Dot Man.
Okay.
The Dot Man.
Dot Man X.
Yes.
He's a better man than me for sure. But shouts to you, Zach, for doing so much for everyone. Also, sometimes in the shadows, people don't realize, but he's there. He's always there watching.
Yeah, and then obviously like our leads from Aurora Masters for the Discord, like Aurora Pokemon Go or Pokemon Masters Unlimited on that Discord for keeping up. Because I saw like some random bots will drop in some nasty things, and then I'll go in and it's already gone.
We're getting quick on that. I tend to get to it pretty quickly. I think Zach does as well. But yeah, no, it's like as soon as those bots drop, I'm like, no, I don't care about Mr. Beasts, whatever. I just
whatever Bitcoin nonsense he has.
Who cares? Get out of the server. Yeah, we got a system down, but yeah, no, shouts to all the leads. Miss you guys. Want to see everyone pretty soon.
Yeah, we got to go to happy hour.
Hell yes, the happiest of hours.
Yes.
So the couple things going on real quick. I wanted to just touch on. Our current season is winding down. September 8th, I believe, is kind of when this season ends, and then the new season begins. The new season being Twilight Trails, featuring 2 of my favorite mega designs from Legends ZA, which is pretty exciting. But we can chat on that a little bit later.
Heck yeah.
I wanted to wrap up with sort of everything that's been going on. We did just have like Nickit Community Day. Nickit, yes. Great shiny. I love
shiny.
The Nickit.
Lovely.
And Thievel shinies were great. We have some of the wrap up from Pokemon Go Fest 2026. So there was the 10th anniversary perfect Mewtwo limited timed research,
right?
Which we got some thoughts, and then and then there's going to be the kind of the wrapping up of the Go Fest season with, what do they call it?
The
again?
mega finale.
Mega finale.
Yeah.
Kind of like last year was the big D-Max, G-Max finale. With Eternatus.
Yes.
This time it'll be the Go Fest 2026 mega finale featuring the megas for all the starters, the Gen.
Well, that's where we'll have to talk more on that.
Okay.
Because what I've been reading, it's quite a different event than what I was originally hoping for.
Right. So, lots of things going on, things coming up. The other kind of notable thing that's kind of going on now, but for those that do care, Pokemon Worlds and Pokemon XP is happening this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Pokemon Worlds is so they're gonna have the World Championships, including for Pokemon Go, which is PvP centric. So that's why most of the events there are please battle trainers.
Like battle
please
me.
Do this. Go walk 20k or 26 kilometers or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They do have 2 Pikachu designs.
Yeah, they do.
Which are really cool. Love the astronaut one or the
they call it like
Cosmonaut. The Cosmonaut. Yes, comrade. Cosmonaut.
Comrade.
The Cosmonaut Pikachu is cute. The crown, like Emperor Regal Pikachu, that's
Royal
out.
Pika.
Royal Pika, pretty cool. So that's kind of an event that's going on right now. Of note, they can be shiny, as most Pikachu costumes can be. So if you got that, awesome.
Do you know when they're gonna switch? Because I know we have the like Cosmonaut Pikachu or like the Space Theme Pika, but I haven't seen the Crown one, and I wasn't sure if that's like a world exclusive, like it's only there, or like how does that go?
So the raids for the Cosmonaut Pikachu are those are the only ones that started in the 1-star raids for now. So those between Tuesday and today is the Thursday, or sorry, between Tuesday and tomorrow, Friday.
Okay.
Will be those. Then starting tomorrow, at 10 a.m. your local time to Sunday, they'll also include the royal one, because the royal one is the world's Pikachu. The Cosmog themed spacesuit one is more of the celebration, the XP Pokemon experience celebration. So the world specific Pikachu is the one with the crown and the cape, the royal one. And then randomly Honedge on Edge will be included in 1-star raids starting Friday. The other ways you can get currently the Cosmog themed Pikachu, you can spin 26 Pokestops or gyms or explore 5K. Those are the only ones that give it for field research tasks. So if you see those, don't be daunted. It's doable to get more opportunities for those. Otherwise, they're only in raids right now.
Okay.
Now the other aspect of it is they are streaming worlds.
Twitch.
The world's events on twitch.tv, which if you don't know, it's a gaming, well, not just gaming anymore, but typically a streaming website for people to live stream. So there's a couple different things going on. There's worlds, like the actual worlds events that will have, if you watch a certain amount of time on each of these streams, you'll have access to some rewards.
I think it's like 40 minutes or something.
So it's like 30 minutes for there's a broadcast that's like, if you watch 30 minutes of it, you'll get a reward, and there's like almost like kind of a convoluted way to get those rewards. But then it's 45 minutes if you're watching the co-streams of there's some co-streamers like I know Disguised Toast, Fusely Ketamina. They were really big during the Among Us era.
Oh, Toast?
Yeah,
that
Toast.
guy? Oh. I haven't heard that name in a while.
I know them. So, yeah, if you watch 45 minutes of any of those co-streamers' streams, you're going to get a timed research. I believe that gets you the another of the Royal Pikas.
Interesting.
If you watch for 60 minutes of the world, whatchamacallit? Just the
activities
stream. If you watch 60 minutes worth, you're going to get a timed research encounter that gets you a Tinkaton with stats identical to the Tinkaton that was on the World Championship winning team last year.
Okay.
So that trainer's name is Beelzeboy. Their 2025 World Championship team, they had a Tinkaton. So you'll get that exact Tinkaton and an Elite Charge TM, but you do have to watch 60 minutes of one of the streams. And then if you watch 30 minutes of one of those streams, you'll get timed research that gets you championship ready. So championship IVs, Lickitung, Totodile, or Paldean Wooper. All of those Pokemon are wonderful and will probably be used in some capacity on these World Championship teams.
Yeah, and I think that don't the streams, I think they're supposed to go from like 10 a.m. to like 9 p.m. Like it's an all day.
Yeah, it's all day. It's an all day event because it is a World Championship. Not for nothing, it's not just Pokemon Go. For Pokemon Worlds, it's also the video game championship and the trading card game championships.
Okay,
so there's a lot going on. But anyway, for Pokemon Go live streams, it's twitch.tv/Pokemon Go, and then also that's on August 28th and 29th, so Friday and Saturday. And then day 3, twitch.tv/just Pokemon will have also more Pokemon Go streaming. So that's going to be Great League, the Great League bonus timed research. Like I said, 30 minutes. If you watch 60 minutes, you'll get the Tinkaton, and if you watch 45 minutes of one of the co-streamers, you'll get the World Championship, the Royal Pikachu.
Nice.
So that's happening this weekend. If
Okay.
you have some spare time, you don't have to actively watch. You can just have it up on a screen.
I know Dotman keeps trying to convince me to do it, and I'm like, no, never.
You to stream or to watch streaming?
To do like to sign up with Twitch and do all that stuff, and I'm like, that's just so much work.
I mean, people want your content.
We
so need more JackJack. So anyway, that's going on. One thing that does close, not this weekend, but next weekend, next Sunday. If you haven't already, there's an opportunity to get a perfect Mewtwo.
Yes.
It's a 10th anniversary celebration. I think a lot of people may have seen the videos. This is one instance where FOMO did get me, only in that like I was angry. That it was like only content creators and whatnot were invited to Times Square, and they got a perfect Mewtwo with the Times Square background. I don't care about that as much as like the event just seemed really interesting. It's like it was a recreation of one of the first trailers of Pokemon Go, where it's like you're gonna fight Mewtwo in Times Square, and like all the screens black out. It's like it was a really neat event. I just wish it wasn't just for the content creators. So anyway, some people were lucky enough to get a shiny of that Mewtwo with the background. So like one of the rarest Pokemon you can get in the game. But it's a guaranteed perfect Mewtwo, which is kind of funky. So they not for nothing, they did roll that out for everyone through a timed research. It's going on currently. And so if you haven't gotten it, you can get it. However, comma.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of funky. I don't know, and I guess this probably applies to other people, but you had kind of a hot take, or maybe a medium take, a take.
There's a take. So there's a lot of players. The main thing I heard from a lot of content creators that are like, I feel like obviously like super in pockets of game makers was pretty much, why are you angry? You got something good. Why can't you just be happy? And I think it's an interesting phrasing or thought process on it, just because again, it wasn't something I personally asked for.
Fair.
I think as part of this game, there's a good player base that likes the grind or is addicted to the grind of raiding to get that perfect Pokemon.
Right. It gives you something to shoot for.
Yeah. You have a goal, something to strive for, and getting it like that, I was kind of like, oh, now it kind of made me immediately think back. Like, I just spent how many dollars? Like, we went to, like, literally went to Chicago to hunt Mewtwo to get it, like, the first for the Mega Form and everything, Super Mega Form. And then we had basically Mewtwo Community Day, which is Go Fest, and hunted a bunch of those as well. And I did get my perfect one, and I was super excited for it. I was more excited for that Mewtwo one that I earned more than one that was just given, because it kind of gives me the same vibe as when we got the shiny origin forms, when there was that mess up, which was pretty much like, hey, here's your shiny, shut up, is kind of like how I took it. And so I think that felt more like a solution to the New York release with the content creators of like, oh, everyone's mad at us because we gave these content creators this awesome experience. Granted, the content creators were unaware that they were going to get the 100% Mewtwo.
Right.
I understand that completely. So I'm not blaming them for that, because there's nothing to blame on them. They were invited. If I was invited, if Dragonite bestowed himself with a little letter that said you're going to New York for this cool event, I would have been there too, like, and just as excited. Right now, so I'm not blaming them for that. It's just this community that Niantic's, well, Scopely now says that they want to foster. I don't see evidence of that when they do events like that. It doesn't scream inclusive community. Right, quite the opposite. The whole community was not there for it. So I think that was their solution to it, which again, it's not. Is it the solution I wanted? No. The solution I wanted, because again, we were talking about it amongst like the social groups, was like, if you're going to give me a guaranteed perfect, let me pick the Pokemon. You know, like, I didn't ask for 100% Mewtwo, because again, I had grinded. There's people who use their golden bottle cap, spent extra money to get that Mewtwo perfect. and then you gave us one. Again, I'm not ungrateful. I know there's people like, I'm just going to delete it. I'm not going to go that far. Yeah. Like, he's just going to hang out in the box, but I'm going to use all the other Mewtwo's because now it went from Mewtwo being the most rarest to now the most common.
Yeah,
perfect. We all have one now, at least who started at this time and who will cash in on it before September 6th.
Right.
So, to me, I much rather would have preferred, like, give me the opportunity, even if it was like a mission. Again, I think this game, the premise of Pokemon Go is to go and hunt and get it. Imagine if Ash would have started the game and then Mewtwo's right there.
Right.
The show would have been as awesome to have enjoyed, right? If Mewtwo's right there, or the legendary, like, the prize, the championship is right there, and he just got it.
Right.
That's how I kind of take it. Again, if people want to be happy they got the 100%, be happy. I'm not saying don't be happy. It's just people can have their viewpoints of it, and if they weren't thrilled, let them be unthrilled.
Right.
To me, I much rather would have preferred, let me pick my legendary or pick something, and I know it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, like, here, I'm going to celebrate 10 years worth of whatever. Here's an opportunity for you to get something that you really want. And some people, not for nothing, there's probably a good amount of people that still pick the Mewtwo, especially since it came with like level 3 Mega.
Yeah, already unlocked.
That's insane. Yeah. But it's just like, in your case, it's like I probably would have picked, something else that maybe I hadn't had an opportunity to grind for. Exactly. Or like, what if they gave mythicals out with that? Like a Mew,
if you could choose, if you could choose something that is not
like, hey,
commonly found.
I'm going to the store. I'm going to the legendary mythical store to pick my 100%. Yeah. I have a voucher.
Voucher for yes. Like, I would have loved that. To me, I would have did like shiny Mew. If you're gonna give me the opportunity to like get it perfect, I would have went for Mew. Even if like it could still keep the same thing. Like, maybe not a guaranteed shiny, but a guaranteed perfect. But it had the chance.
Yeah, and shiny.
I think I would have loved that.
That would have been fun. I think the issue is, again, like, it would have been nice to give the players a choice.
Yeah.
Especially as a celebration. Like, you don't want it to be like, by the way,
especially the day one players.
Here's mandatory fun. Here's a mandatory, thank you. We give you the one thing you want. It's just like, I really don't want key lime pie. Or whatever. I just rather have normal cheese. Just give me cheesecake. I'm cool with cheesecake, and you gave me key lime pie because you're like, this has more flavor or something like that. And I'm like, cool. I guess I'll eat it because I don't want to be ungrateful.
Right.
But it's just like, this really wasn't what I wanted. And like, at the same time, just like, it's cool to have, I suppose. I'm one of the few people, I genuinely just don't care about Mewtwo. Don't let Corey hear me say that. Like,
Corey's just throwing his phone right now.
I've never cared about Mewtwo. Outside of Armor Mewtwo and original Pokemon, the first movie,
Armor
Mewtwo was fucking sick. His little ball hands, I'm like, cool, whatever. The lore Mewtwo's kind of neat, like, most powerful Pokemon, sure, why not? Fuck it. But like, I've never just been like, damn, I fucking love Mewtwo. But I also have that take about most of the popular Pokemon, like Charizard and Pikachu. I'm like, they're cool, whatever. People love them.
If they have their spotlight too much, I can see.
But yeah, so like, Mewtwo is like the legendary version of that. It's like, yo, can we give some love to my boy Heatran? I'm joking. I fucking hate Heatran. But like,
Heatran's supposed to get a Super Mega.
But Heatran does get a Mega. That is true. He turns into a appropriate,
even bigger frog,
a toilet. Appropriately designed. But
this Heatran hate.
One of my bottom 5 Pokemon of all time.
Damn.
But and it's supposed to be legendary, which is funny to me. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, again, I guess it's nice to have, and I'm happy for the people that are excited about it. Because there's a kid out there that was like, I fucking love Mewtwo.
Yeah, like that kid screamed, and I'm like,
the kids
that go to. My
opinion
doesn't take away from any of that.
The first thing they want to do if they ever go to Japan is go to Pokemon Center where Mewtwo's in the tube. Like, they want to see that because it's cool.
It is dope.
Like, that's cool. But it's like, for me as a player, as a day one player, cool. I mean, like, I think as a proper celebration, giving people the choice, especially the older players, I think that would have been a lot more fun.
Yeah. Like, that's still something I want Scopely to do now.
And they can still do it. Yeah. I mean, like,
that could be like a Go Pass you give to like 2016, 2017 players. exclusively to them because they've been playing, and be like, here's your own special thing. I think that'd be a great way to, like, because again, I think that's something like the game keeps neglecting are the diehards. They do a lot of focus on new players, which makes sense. I get it. But the diehards are the ones that keep the game going.
Correct.
They're the knowledge sources. They're the ones that are like those community leaders, ambassadors, or whatever title they prefer or are called or acknowledged by. Great. But they were there since the start, but there's nothing outside of being knowledge bases. There's nothing to kind of be an extra, almost like a rewarding thing like the mystery dungeon was in the game, to let players get that extra edge or like have an extra thing to grind for. And I think it'd be so cool to have.
Yeah, and that's one thing we've kind of been, banging the table for around here. It's just like
for a quality of life update.
Yeah, it would be nice. Now, obviously, I think everyone should be able to partake in the celebration, but I do think it would be nice just to give a little bit of a treat or a little bit extra to players that have X amount of time. So it's like you said, I've been playing since 2018. To me and you, it's like, okay, that's still relatively new, right? Or 20 players since 2020. You're like, oh, you just started the game. It's like, bro, it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
Like,
6 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like I've met players that just started like 5 months ago.
Right, and I want them to have fun, but I'm saying it's like, okay, 2 years, here's an extra prize. 4 years, an extra prize.
Yeah,
6
there
years,
could be tiers to it. Yeah.
Just to be like, thank you for continuing to play this game and putting in some time. Again, I haven't quit entirely. I'm still playing. I'm not as active as I once was, but it's still fun to play this game, open it, see my favorite Pokemon, see cool new Pokemon. And it's one of my favorite things to do whenever I'm visiting a different city or a different area.
Oh yeah, this helped navigate Japan so
much.
For
sure. It's totally worthwhile. It's cool, and they can do so much with it, with Scopely, Explore, whatever. It's just like maybe next year or maybe later this year. You still got the 10-year anniversary of this, the 30-year anniversary of Pokemon in general. Maybe there's still opportunities for that, but I would love to see that. But yeah, so if you haven't gotten your perfect Mewtwo, there's one available. It's a timed research. It's pretty easy to do.
Plus, because obviously we're going to have the Mega event coming up, the Mega finale.
Yes.
That Mewtwo can obviously be Mega'd up. It's Mega Form Y.
Yep.
Use that if you don't have a Mega Pokemon, because now there's pretty much like no excuse to not have one.
It is a very strong one. So
it's a strong one too. And that's where, like, because we just had the Super Mega Starmie event, and there was people there who had never Mega'd before. And so I was like walking through how to do it. They're like, well, I don't have one. I'm like, you do. That's Mewtwo that you just got. That perfect Mewtwo can fully evolve up into that beast that is Mega Mewtwo Y. So again, that's something like, take advantage of it, but that's where I think as players come into this game is just learn, like, explore the game. I hope you don't have to depend on a lot of people to play this game, because it is one that you should be involved in, just like the main player line game. And you're the protagonist in this, so it's kind of your adventure.
Yeah.
If you're not having a good time with it, only you can make it better. You can hope others will guide it for you, but I wouldn't fully depend on it all the time.
Agreed.
But with the Mega event coming out, that's going to be next weekend, September 5th and 6th. But we will have Mega Ascension week, which is all the same Megas. And how I read it was that it seems like all the Megas that were typically Super Megas are just going to be regular Megas out that you can do, is how I read it.
For Ascension week? Mega Ascension?
Yeah. And then this is where the little special keynote, I think, comes in, is that each player gets to pick a path where you get to pick one of the starters.
Oh, so you're talking about, okay.
Yeah. So the research on the Go Pass, you pick one of the starters, and that's the one you get to Super Mega evolve up into either Super Mega Delphox, Greninja, or Chestnut.
Correct.
But you only get one.
Yep.
And so I haven't seen anything, and maybe the game might drop it. I really hope they do, but if not, something to kind of be aware of is that you only get one of the starters. I'm sure at a later date they might come out, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe during the event you could like super mega raid for them, but it hasn't been a focal point. They more stressed that for that weekend, the 5th and 6th, that you'll get the super mega Mewtwo's are back. Woo woo!
Yay.
So if you miss Mewtwo, you have an opportunity again. But if you care, but then they'll have all the other megas, so they'll have Dragonite, Victory Bell, Malamar, the Raichus, Skymory, Phalanx.
Correct.
Who else? There's someone else in there.
You want to go through all of them?
Yeah, go for it.
We got Beedrill, Victory Bell, Pinsir, Abomasnow, Alakazam, Slowbro, Starmie,
all the boys.
Metajam,
Oh.
Gengar, Houndoom, Bennett, Malamar, Raichu X and Raichu Y, Ampharos, Manectric, Steelix, Skarmory, Aggron, Glalie, Sharpedo, Camerupt, Lopunny, Phalanx, Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Dragonite, Altaria, and Sableye, Mawile, and Audino.
Yeah, it's a bunch.
It's a couple. There's a couple.
Just a bit.
And there's actually going to be for the they're going to be split into habitats for the mega raids for those days. For Saturday and Sunday, yeah, there's a split. So each of those days will have habitats running from between a certain hour.
Yeah.
And they'll double it up, so it's similar to Go Fest or whatnot. It's like the first 4 hours will be the first rotation. Second 4 hours will be the next rotation. So
that's how it's going?
Plan your lunches accordingly. Yeah. So
okay.
Saturday, for instance, and we'll get into this just a second. I want to get back to the starter bit, but for this one, Verdant Overgrowth will be the first one on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., and then again 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And this is going to feature the Mega Beedrill, the Mega Victory Bell, the Mega Pinsir, and the Mega Abomasnow. So bug and grass type for Verdant Overgrowth. The hour after that, this is the Mindworks Canal. So this is going to be water and psychic types. Alakazam, Slowbro, Starmie, and Metacham. And then the third hour of the day, and then again the next cycle. So this is 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. or 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is going to be Eerie Alley, so Ghost and Dark, Gengar, Houndoom, Bennett, and Malamar. Okay. And then the last hour of the cycles, Circuit Plaza. This is focusing on electric type, Mega Raichu X specifically, Ampharos, and Manectric. That's all on Saturday. So it's a whole day of mega raids. Plan accordingly. If there's one that you really want or one that you might have missed earlier in the year or just don't have yet, we can work through that. But it's a full day. And then Sunday, we come back. The first hour will be Iron Frostworks, so Steel Ice. Steelix, Skarmory, Aggron, Glalie. Battle District will be the second hour, the following hour. This is going to be Mega Sharpedo, Camerupt, Lopunny, and Phalanx. So fighting types and I guess battle stuff.
Fighting normal.
Then Skyline Russo is going to be 12 to 1 and then 4 to 5. Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Mega Dragonite, and Altaria. And then the final hour on Sunday will include Raichu Y, Sableye, Mawile, and Mega Audino.
Nice.
So a whole weekend full of mega raids. It's an opportunity to get all the ones that have been basically released.
Well, and then also just a quick add-on. Ascension Week, Monday, so the 31st, has Mega Victory Bell, Dragonite, Malamar. Tuesday, the 1st, has Mega Phalanx as a focus.
Okay.
Wednesday has Mega Skymory, and this is like the Super Mega Skymory one. Well, yeah, it's the only one. Thursday has Mega Starmie, and then Friday has Mega Raichu X and Y. And again, I'm assuming those are just regular megas, so there's no like you need a group of people.
It's not a super ultra mega raid or whatever. Yeah.
So if you're just you and a small crew drive around, because they're not like a focus like a raid hour, not like 6 to 7, they're gonna take over all. That I haven't seen that. The one thing they did say about Ascension Week is that all the typical raid perks are not going to be available. So stuff like the Spotlight Hour and all that, I don't believe is happening that week. So just kind of keep that in mind. But going back to the starters, like you're talking about, what's your take on it?
So, kind of similar to if you played XY, especially like as it was coming out, Um, the starter Mega Stones were only given after basically if you did the ranked battles. So you had to
You
do
said
ranked.
XY?
Sorry, the starters for XY. So this is in Legend ZA.
Okay.
And so like you said, it's the Fennekin into Delphox. So Mega Delphox, Mega Greninja, and Mega Chestnut. The only way to get the Mega Stones for those Pokemon was to play ranked battles, and then so they released them in seasons. So the first season, can't remember. I think it started with Chestnut, so you could get the Mega Stone for Chestnut.
Okay.
So you couldn't get Greninja and you couldn't get Delphox for another at least 2 seasons, which it was at least like I think 6 week turnarounds or something like that. I can't remember the exact timing, but it was just like unfortunate because you can get every other Mega in the game by playing the game during the story. And then you can unlock them. You can purchase them. You can purchase the Mega Stones or whatever because you're like, damn. Because when they first showed off the game, you're like,
dope.
Mega Greninja, Mega Chestnut, hell yeah, Mega Delphox, let's go. And then they're like, by the way, the only way to get these is to play ranked battles online PvP. And at the time, the first one was a fucking slog to get because you had to get from rank Z all the way up to like rank F, I think.
Jeez.
Which took, if you were good and you were lucky and you had strong enough Pokemon, it still took a couple hours to get to. Eventually, they figured out that was a little bit too difficult. So the next stone, the next season, which I believe was for Greninja, it was only to rank S. So that took me, I think I could get it in if I was doing really well, 2 to 3 matches. So it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
But it was locked on. That's the only way you could get those Mega Stones, which is frustrating because you're just like, I just really wanted to run around with my starter.
Yeah.
I literally, I want to have these Megas,
right?
And I can't. What is going on?
Why are you locking them from me?
Yeah. So anyway,
why are you keeping them away?
So this is reminding me of that. In which case, you only get to pick one.
Yeah.
So you have to pick your starter. Not for nothing, the other starters are going to be spawning, but not the Megas. Yet the other starters are going to be spawning throughout the kind of event. So Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie. Participate in Mega Raids and catch Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie during this event to earn lots of Mega Energy, which you can use to unlock new Mega levels for those Pokemon. So I'm not sure how that's going to go, but the free timed research, which they're really hammering, it's free timed research is to get 1, and if you upgrade your Go Pass Deluxe, you can earn enough additional Mega Energy to raise their chosen partner's Mega level. So what that reads to me is you pick 1, and then you're really just gonna focus on that. You're
locked in
1.
Yeah, that's what reads weird. I was hoping it was going to be Super Mega, Delphox, Greninja, Chestnuts about, and then you could just battle them and get their Mega Energy, just like we did with Mewtwo's. And so reading that kind of seemed lackluster. I even checked, like, I was reading through multiple different, like, Pokemon source pages, and it was the same thing. So that's going to definitely, I think, impact my playing level, because if I have the entire week leading up to it to earn and I get the energy I need, then the weekend I could just, again, use for myself, which is great.
True.
I'm not going to complain about that because this weekend's also like Non-Dezucon NDK anime convention down at the Gaylord. I'll be hosting a get together there, like just to kind of raid casually. It does cost to get into the convention, just like a lot of conventions. But do not feel obligated to go there. There'll still be other meetups, plenty in Aurora, Denver, all that jazz. But again, if you're just focused on getting the energies for your specific starter to get it to the super mega level, do that. But a lot of the other stuff is like ones like, I know our group has rated for plenty.
Yes.
Like Starmie or Starmie when we were doing it. We did enough to get ours. So like, I don't see a focus point outside of maybe you want a specific shiny or you want it perfect, you know, the typical grind.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I think like I would say passes for other events.
So yeah, one thing I will note of this event is the Go Pass.
Yeah.
Mega Finale. I don't know if you've looked at this. Kind of controversial, potentially controversial. I don't know how you feel about it.
Tell me about it.
So the basic pass again is you choose your starter,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to start with link charge. Or sorry, your link charge cap will be increased to 2,000, which will help you with all the mega raids. Sure.
Cool.
And then you get to start with your Pokemon, and then you get to do normal pass stuff. For the free pass, this just gets you encounters with your chosen Pokemon, other stuff, and then eventually you'll get an encounter with the final evolution of your chosen partner with a special background, which is cool, and you should get enough energy over the course of that pass to evolve it, so to mega evolve it. However, if you increase to the, say, deluxe pass,
Mm-hmm.
You get an increased chance of encountering your chosen partner as a shiny Pokemon. So all of the wild spawns of whichever one you choose, this is a shiny increase. This is a shiny charm for that. Then part 2, level 2, increased chance of encountering shiny raid bosses from 4-star mega raids. Again, a shiny charm for all of your mega raids. After that, you get a bunch of Candy XL for your chosen Pokemon specifically. Then after that, Mega Energy for your chosen Pokemon. After that, level 40, you get Avatar Shirt for the evolution of your chosen Pokemon, which I guess is cool. Level 60,
cool.
more Mega Energy. But then, level 70, increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon in all wild encounters during this event.
Okay.
So it's a shiny charm.
Interesting.
Once you get to level 70, it's a shiny charm for everything. For all your wild encounters, and then you already have the shiny charm basically for all the mega raids that you're doing. Because, not for nothing, all the mega raids that we announced earlier have an opportunity to be shiny.
Yeah.
And then this also gets you an opportunity to get a shiny version of whichever chosen Pokemon you want during that timed research event. So if you're shiny hunting for megas or shiny hunting for the bases of those megas, like not a bad opportunity. However, how do you feel about, because we've been like, maybe we give the old players shiny charms. Maybe that's not fair, but like, how do you feel about a de facto shiny charm being a deluxe add-on to a pass for an event?
I think it's another trial. So I'm all about trials, and I think that's where Scopely, with predecessor being Niantic, has always been very strategic with their wording. I'm curious how much it is going to increase, just because, again, like, we see one thing but get another. And so if it is a good turnout, that's great. Then I know I can trust that language if I see it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't a bad thing. Like, but if I've seen it before in terms of like, we've heard different things said by the game. I'll be curious to see how it actually pans out.
Yeah.
Will I purchase it based on the Pokemon you've said will be out? If I don't mind me taking your phone,
that's fine. For the megas, but I mean, there are going to be wild spawns that might be worthwhile to some people. I don't know.
Exactly, and that's where, for like the newer folks that have been around, great. But a lot of these, like, I feel like we've seen these, or they've been focuses at past Go Fest, and I'm like, yeah, I already have that shiny.
Yeah, there's not something jumping out to me as like, damn, I need to grind
like,
hard.
The only ones, obviously, is my dinosaurs, of course.
Dinos are great.
I would love to get them, but I think just for the if it's increased chances with the megas, yeah, but I already have a bunch of megas I'm already working on for the most part. But
right,
this is again another, I think, new person event that would be a great purchase for them.
Yeah,
like if it's gonna have all that stuff, yeah, like why not? It's just a matter of, to me, that's where I'd be kind of like, yeah, like, it's not a bad thing, but it's not, for me as a more seasoned player, I don't really need that. So to me, I might just get stick with the free pass and go with it. Now, if it came with like a lucky trinket, I might reconsider, because that usually gets me.
Like a lucky trinket.
But beyond that, I'm like, yeah, no, you're the same old pass, like,
okay.
Same pass, different day. And I do think the Go Passes is a great addition to Pokemon.
I agree.
Just because it gives you other things to strive for. I like the little hidden missions with it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, again, I'm a big fan of the catch missions, like Catch 500, because when I'm doing speed catching, that's a really nice little perk to see.
It's like, oh, yeah, I caught it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I could skip, keep going. Okay. I love that.
So
that's where, like, I think it'd be fine. I am curious to see like if the language does pan out well, because I know like I think back to like the little quick researches of $2 missions,
Yeah.
and I always hear Gwen in Dragon Abyss. They always have really good results from those from that $2 purchase. They get great static Pokemon. So if people buy it and they're like, yeah, Jack, like I'm getting, it feels like it's a 1 in every 20 I'm getting a shiny, like Community Day. Okay, cool. That's great.
Right.
I'm happy for you. Like, again, me personally, I don't really need all that. Like, we're talking about just copious amounts of Pokemon. So I'm one of those guys that has a lot of Pokemon. My current box is at 12,900.
Okay.
Right? Out of that, I have 3,000 some shinies.
Oh, it's a couple of shinies.
Just a few. So, like, that's, and again, like my megas, out of that, if I just search megas that I work with, I work only with 180 out of all that.
Still a lot of megas.
It is a lot of megas, but I like to have a few of each.
Fair.
And so, and out of those ones that are shiny, 60 of them. So, like, half of them, like a third of them are shiny.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad, but that is a typical rate. Like, because I like to do a badass one, like 100% one, doesn't matter shiny or not.
Right.
Then I do a shiny one. I like to do like an extra large shiny.
Fair.
Because I like them big. I like them chunky.
I like them big.
But yeah,
I like them chunky.
So that's one of the things. Or if it's lucky, that'll be. Like,
that's a good one, yeah.
So that's usually why there's like usually 3 of each one.
That makes sense.
But that's my style of playing. Now, if players like the shinies, great, do it. Mm-hmm. But again, it's like you pick your poison. If that's the way you want to go, great. This event, it kind of feels like it's not going to be as. It feels like rate intensive again, like Mewtwo was. Like that's why I joked. Go Fest was Mewtwo Community Day.
Yeah,
because that was our focus. Like we were moving. I felt like our group did badass, and like the municipal center was gorgeous. And that's where again, and we also just got another gym there. So I was like,
that's awesome.
So I think it's been awesome.
So I guess on that point, how do you feel about this being like it's the Go Fest finale, but it's essentially another round of Go Fest, global Go Fest?
It is and it isn't. Like there's going to be increased shiny chances. Awesome. Is it shinies that are like that I'm seeking? No.
Right.
These are just like shinies that their forms have megas. So, and I think that's great. Again, if you're missing them, but that's just one thing I haven't heard the biggest outcry for is people like, I need this shiny mega. Like I haven't heard it.
I need it.
I need it. If more folks are doing that, then I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go. But I don't really see that. So that's where I'm like, it's kind of a 50-50 for me. Like I will play. Like we'll definitely have like the Gaylord lit up with lures and everything because I'll still be catching Pokemon.
Yeah,
I'll still have my gotcha going, or my Go Plus Plus, I should say. And that's fine. And again, if you want something to do for the weekend, go do it. But at least this one, there's not like a gun to my head being like, I have to get this by the end of that. Because again, with the Go Pass starting the week before, hopefully my goal is to try to get most of it completed before even Saturday. And then I'll just casually do raids. Because again, I don't need a lot of those megas. I've had those megas for quite some time.
Right.
Bringing them out in a grand spectacle is going to make me want them more.
You want them more.
No.
You secretly want them more.
If they were going to have like legacy moves released, like if you evolve it during this time,
okay, or
you TM it during this time, you can get these moves back. I might reconsider.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
But beyond that, sorry, I'm getting a call.
I can't believe
sorry,
this.
I'll call you later.
I can't believe this.
But that's just one of those things that I'm like, yeah, I would love to do that. Or if it had, again, the special moves or whatever, I would do it. But beyond that, not really. Because, again, they've been out in rotation this entire time.
True.
I kind of feel like Megas became like the 3-star raids that we used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, because there used to be 3-star raids back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, they still exist.
Well, there's still 3 stars. There used to be 2 and 4 stars.
Yeah, it's the 2 and 4 stars, and I feel like those
the megas are the 4 stars.
They're the 4 stars. But that's where, to me, I'm like, they're not as needed because once you get your energy you need, that's it. As soon as I can Mega Evolve it, you don't need to hunt it anymore. Do I think that was a bad choice on Scopely Niantic? No, not really. I think the cost they have it is reasonable to some degree. But I don't need to go hunting for them unless there's a special reason.
Right.
And most people don't need an army to take them out. You need maybe a crew of two to three, and you're good to go, which I think is great. Now the super megas with the shields, yeah, you need a little squad, at least 7 to 12 depending on the shield number. But beyond that, you don't really need to. So that's where I'm like, this weekend or next weekend, I think will be a nice chiller weekend. It's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be the grand finale unless they decide. And that's where I think like Scopely's sitting on something special is going to be released at Worlds.
Yeah.
Just like how they release Eternatus. Like if they do something special and I'm like, oh, look, Arceus dropped. And then Arceus is going to be a premiere. Then I would reconsider.
Okay.
Because it would be great. Like again, another surprise. Like, oh, wait. Or to me, what would be cool was like, oh, we just happen to drop Arceus in a random city. Let's see who finds it.
That'd be kind of funny.
And it's just like one gym and Arceus is sitting there.
You
like,
just see
hello?
that. You see the shadow outline on your radar or whatever.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
Because that's the energy I want again. Is that like, wait, am I seeing that correctly? Yeah. And then you're like staring at him. That's just a
Sawsbuck.
That can't fucking be. And then you go out there and then you see Arceus just like...
Just trying to get the goat that's jumping through the fence.
Yeah, and he's like, hey. I'd be like, woo! And like lose my mind, but I think it'd be so fun.
That would be fun.
Like just to do that and be like, yeah, he was released. We just dropped him in this random city. Like, I think that'd be cool. Or they have released a legendary beasts or certain legendaries like, hey, like they could give like a teaser like Arceus came through. These things are broken. It could be a Hoopa release. Hoopa sends all these rings out. Now there's this legendary showing up in the wild. I would love that. Again, please take that idea. Mm-hmm. It would make the game a lot funner if I could find
more fun
legendaries in the wild, like we can the Lake Spirits.
Yeah.
Because I think Dom actually just saw Azelf recently, and I always see Azelf on my job.
Right.
I think I've
seen
just 3 Azelfs.
The spawn.
I'm like, what are you doing here? And Azelf's like, I don't know, bro. I'm just hanging out in your parking lot.
I got summoned here, dude.
Yeah. So I think that'd be a great one. But again, I'm hoping with Worlds that there is a special drop. I'm sure.
That would be fun.
I'm sure those that are sworn to secrecy, dude, whatever, probably knows something because they're always giving away advance notice, and that's cool. But again, I do hope that there is a kind of a cool drop because right now the max finale does not, or the mega finale does not seem super needed. It kind of just feels like a filler. And
well, it feels to me similar to December Community Day.
Yeah.
Where it's like a catch-all.
Here's
so
your
like,
makeup.
Like you did, yeah, essentially it's like you missed out on this mega. That was like the focus of this year, this season. Like,
yeah.
Here's an opportunity to go get it. But it's not like you have to play in this event. Now, if you don't have anything else going on and you want to, because that's what, Labor Day weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, have fun. Like, go for it. You know, I'm going to be out of town, as I usually am during these types of events.
True.
So it's just like, maybe I go pop in, see how someone else is doing, where I'll be. But like ultimately, yeah, it's not a you have to play this event. It's a nice to play. If that's what you're looking for, if you're just like really Jones and like, hey, I just really want all of the shiny Audino that I can get or something. Or sorry, Mega Audino, yeah. Then go for it. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I'd like to see them do the world's kind of shadow drop again, because like I was flying home from Tennessee when Eternatus dropped, because I remember seeing Nate was doing Eternatus on my plane, which is really funny. But like, some Nico Nano bite for those in the know,
right?
But yeah, so we'll see. A shadow drop would be cool. Shadow drop Arceus would be cool. What Manaphy, Fion?
Yeah,
we're still missing those. I assume they're going to come out whenever they inevitably add breeding. I want to be right. I'll be right maybe 5 years later, but they're going to add breeding and it'll be Manaphy.
We're going to be like grandpas like, breeding is here.
That's right. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
You want to get your freak on?
No, it'll just be a sandwich thing like it is in
feed up sandwiches. Yeah, or Scarlet Violet.
Yeah. So like, we're gonna have a picnic. I'm like, never been a fan of picnics, and now
Oh,
Now it's
some
this.
Sandos. Excellent. Well, last topic.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of give a little preview. Twilight Trails is the next season that
It
starts
is.
September 8th through December 1st.
Crazy.
So that's usually spooky season.
Spooky season.
We already have we
Best.
had the joke Mimikyu release, which should have been like a bigger event for
It should have.
Halloween.
I was so bittersweet about that bullshit.
So I'm glad I'm assuming Mimikyu's coming back.
He better.
For this event. But the little teaser graphic they had showed fall colors, pumpkins, looking pretty good. And then they showed two of my favorite megas from ZA, which are Chandelure. Big fan of Mega Chandelure.
Yeah.
And Mega Staraptor. I fucking love Mega Staraptor. Because it's flying fighting type. And he beats the shit out of you. So it's pretty great. They also showcase the Umbreon and Espeon with the little scarves. They're coming back sometime. People love that stuff. They showcased Clefable and a Zorua. One of those has a Mega, the other one does not. So curious to see if that gets released during this event. Of note, there's going to be, every season comes with a Go Pass. So the major milestone bonuses we're looking at, again, 1 guaranteed XL when trading Pokemon and 1 additional candy for trading Pokemon. That's coming back. Rank 25, increased limits on opening gifts, receiving gifts from Pokestop and photo discs from gyms, and storing gifts, so more gifts. Once you hit rank 50 with the pass, you'll get 2 times daily adventure incense duration. That's kind of fun.
Okay.
If you're still doing those, heavy. And then rank 75, increased XP Stardust from hatching eggs. And then they're also bringing one of the good boy Pokemon, Mashchiff and Mabostiff.
Okay.
Dark Dogs from Scarlet Violet, notable partner of Arvin. Man, he's got a sad story. But anyway, so that's going on. Again, the Staraptor and Chandelure Megas will be coming out during this season. They're going to be some Max Pokemon debut. A little bit of a preview, but we got Dynamax Rhyhorn.
Nice.
Dynamax Sneasel and Dynamax Sizzlipede, which will be interesting considering the G-Max is coming out eventually.
Yeah.
And then the Dynamax, funny enough, Lake Spirits also coming out during this event. That's kind of random to me.
They're going to be regional too, which is going to suck.
Of course.
All I need is one of each, thankfully.
The Daily Discovery, so this is the same thing they did last season. They're bringing pretty much all of them back. So Scenic Sundays, meaning more Pokemon start appearing in the wild on Sundays. More Pokemon appear while you're following a route. Reduce distance to earn buddy candy while you're exploring routes. And then encounter Mateo up to 3 times each day when on a route instead of just once.
If only they gave better A's.
I need to do more routes. Max Mondays returning, guaranteed rare candy XL for winning in-person max battles. Power spots refresh more frequently, additional power spots active on Mondays, and the max battles will rotate. Kind of the same. Showcase Tuesday, so there's going to be trainers can enter up to 5 showcases.
Yep.
And more Pokestops will have showcases. Raid Hour Wednesdays. Again, 1 rare candy XL for completing in-raid battles. So get out there, go do things with your community. Thursday, Spotlight Hours, 6 to 7. Go Battle Thursdays and Spotlight Hours. And then Friendship Fridays returning. I'm happy to see that one. Friendship Friday is really cool to me. Up to 2 additional special trades, increased chance of lucky trade. Trades require 20% less Stardust, and 2 guaranteed candy XL from trades. Pretty good way to stock up that stuff. They announced the days of Community Day, but not the Pokemon naturally. So we'll have a September Community Day Classic on the 12th, so about mid-September.
Yeah.
About a month later will be October Community Day, so October 10th.
My brother's birthday.
So that'll be right before all of the Halloween stuff, and I'm assuming whatever fall event's going to be happening.
Yes.
And then November 21st will be that Community Day, so right before Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Kind of wild. I think just a week before, essentially.
That is like a week before.
And then let's see. I think that's the main bit. They do the rotation of the eggs. So your 2Ks will have Elekid's, Magbies, and Azurils. 5Ks will have Munchlaxes, Sizzlipedes, and Fidos. Tyrogue, Sableye, and Badoo will be in the 5K Adventure Sync rewards. kind of sick of those. 7Ks will have Galarian Meowth, Galarian Zigzagoon, Galarian Stunfisk. Not much different there. 7Ks from Route Rewards, Galarian Slowpoke, Hisuian Sneasel, Galarian Corsola. 10Ks will have your Jatinis, your Honedge, and your Impidimps, and then 10K Adventure Sinks will be Bagons, Druddigons, and Drampaws. So some of those not necessarily exciting. We'll get more news as the season releases.
I'll just wait for Halloween.
But the Halloween event, hopefully that's banging for the 10-year anniversary specifically. Another Spiritomb, I'm guessing, because it's every year it's Spiritomb. Get 108 souls. And then hopefully, I want them to do a Mimikyu event. Mimikyu's
he deserves it.
Mimikyu and Gengar, two most popular ghosts. I'm pretty sure they're in all the merch. They're everywhere. And there's a lot of Mimikyu stuff up on like Pokemon Center for the upcoming season. So not necessarily Pokemon Go related, but just Pokemon in general.
Pokemon in general,
So new season to look forward to. So we got this season winding down with the Mega, and then spooky season, always a great time.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. So
hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm done with this heat. I'm done with
my goodness.
These shenanigans.
Same.
I want it to be cooler. And literally. And then for Pokemon again, with this Mega event, should be interesting. I'm just excited to kind of have more of a downtime. I really don't want to see the game evolve into like these super raid heavy days, even though they're fun. Don't get me wrong, but I think there needs to be like a balance. That's why I liked kind of like the old Go Fest where you'd have like a raid day and then you have a catch day.
Correct.
I think I like that balance because you get to just kind of unwind. It's not a complete burnout. Because when you burn out, I think that's where you lose players. Absolutely. If it's too intensive of one thing, they're not going to want to do it the next months. And is that reasonable? Probably not. Again, that's more Scopely's call now. I saw that they were doing changes to Wayfair. Mm-hmm. There is, I forgot the player's name. As a side note, there's a player here in Aurora I want to give kudos to. I think their name starts with like Sato. I'm not sure your player name, but you play in Aurora, you play somewhere between like Mississippi and Sable, but you've done a lot of nominations in that area that have become Pokemon stops, and I just want to sincerely say thank you. I think it's awesome that more areas in Aurora are lining up with Pokestops and gyms, just because it's needed, and people forget that they can nominate things.
Right.
I don't think Scopely changed the level requirement, so it's still I think 35, but with the level bump, everyone shot past that crap.
Yeah.
So like a lot more people can nominate Pokestops, which again are points of interest in the neighborhood. So they could be little libraries, it could be artwork, it could be intricate brickwork, it could be walls, it could be structures, things that stand out in your environment, iconic buildings, iconic stained glass windows, whatever you think of that is a point of interest has the potential to be a Pokestop potentially.
Absolutely.
And so I highly encourage people to submit those things. It's a great way to find things in the community, and go from there. I know I'm not a big fan of scanning stops because I feel like that hurts more than helps.
Right.
And again, with Scopely not caring about the AR data, I just don't think the prizes are really worth it. Poffins, who really uses Poffins anymore?
I love Poffins.
You can excite your Pokemon just by walking them and engaging them for 30 minutes.
I want to use Poffins.
So save your energy on Poffins. There's no point. But again, with nominating, you can eat a Poffin if you have an actual Poffin. Hell yeah. But if you're just out doing Wayfair stuff, like put in nominations, like I'm at a high enough level. Like I don't know if it was an error. But I was like talking to my friend. I was like, yeah, I have 320 nominations I can do. And they're like, I have like 80. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, my crap is crazy. But I think it's really cool. And again, I didn't do anything that's not like a technical thing I did in the game. I don't know why my game is providing me that many, but I do.
That was your reward for playing someone.
Maybe
you get more Pokestops.
But I definitely try to nominate more stuff.
Yeah.
If you have ideas, say you don't feel like your stops get nominated, like send me a message. Like we can maybe talk it out, try to figure out better ways. Sometimes it's how you take the photo that's an issue. It's kind of weird about that, really finicky. But again, obviously you want to make sure your stops follow all the normal guidelines. Like they don't show kids, they don't show schools. They're really big on not showing homes. So it's really important to like angle your photos correctly and take them. And having good descriptions. Don't say things like patriotic and all that. That's not a... Try to think of really neutral terms to describe things. You could say like exciting and fun, but like, yeah, just be mindful of your language in there because sometimes they do look at that.
Definitely.
And your people who judge it are all over the world, at least that play Pokemon.
Yeah. It's not just like the same people in your region. It's like, like the legitimately.
But
like,
just know you can also set up secondary locations where you can try to get focal points of interest, and that's a much deeper conversation for another time.
Okay.
But again, highly recommend people doing stops because we can have more stops in more areas. The other thing I want to encourage people is having basic gym etiquette. People don't have it. Like in my neighborhood, there's been more Valor and Mystic players knocking me out after like an hour, and it's deeply upsetting. Because again, the etiquette basically is kind of like kind of a play. I'm not going to say play fair move, but it's more like, let's help each other out.
Yeah.
You want coins, I want coins. So if you see players that are in it for a bit, and they haven't hit their 8 hours, let them hit their 8 hours, but afterward, knock them out. If they've been in there less than an hour, let them chill. There's certain ones, obviously, there's certain exceptions. Like if someone's being completely rude, there's special things you can do.
Yeah.
In terms of just like, you can knock them out. You can have the whole drag out match if you want to. I've been in those situations plenty of times. You can golden razz them to oblivion because you do have that ability too from a distance. Sometimes if someone's just being completely rude, I just let them what I call rotting.
Yeah.
I'll let them hold that gym for a week and then I'll knock them out afterward because then they don't collect on anything from that Pokemon outside of the day. And if I see them in more than one, I'll knock them all on that same day because I think it's really rude behavior when you do complete gym control of an area.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and when I say that, I mean like you weren't being mindful of everyone else. You just totally knocked out. I understand certain takeover funness.
Right.
But if I'm like, what I call the ridiculousness is when it's like territorial mixed with that. It's like the hybrid. It's their hated child of it, which is when they are territorial and they don't let anyone else get in.
Right. It's like,
so there's a special player there. They go by Cheaters Will Pay that does this exclusively, where they'll take a gym and they don't like others being in it, and they like to just hold it, and they have like a monopoly at this area of Aurora, and they like to hold a bunch of gyms, but they don't let other people play. And like players like that, I don't think are like really
unfortunate. Yeah,
are really unfortunate players, just because to be that way is really sad. So yeah, don't be like that player, whoever that is. Again, get your coins. If others need coins, help them out.
Yeah.
And go from there.
For sure.
But there's certain, and again, I think that player is more of a bot anyways. So
yeah, they probably don't even live here.
Yeah, they're probably like in a whole other country, just being rude there.
Yeah.
To me, there's a lot more fun having the game. Obviously, like you're mentioning, Friendship Fridays. Our group still meets up and does. We've been jumping all over the place, which has been great.
It was fun to at least watch from
afar,
from my digital shadows. I'm just like, damn, they're going to Snarfs. That's sick. They're going to Heroes. Of course, we love Heroes, but it's like CC's.
We had a big turnout for that one. I was like,
who doesn't love CC's?
Well, we took over. We were almost like edge to edge. Like, if they have that middle divider.
Yeah.
Like,
did they renovate CC's recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they shut down and then they came back. Thank goodness. So now that that's back, I'm like, we got CC's again. And yeah, it was awesome. And you could still do you can still do a custom pizza when you're there. Some people didn't know you can do that. Even if you're at the buffet, you can say, hey, can I get
can I get a
specific pizza? And they'll make it for you, or at least bring you out some slices.
Can I get a buffalo pizza with pepperoni on it?
Yeah, or a Mexican pizza, or you could do I've seen the Heathenist pizza, the macaroni pizza.
I'm down with some macaroni pizza.
I know there's people are. I'm just like, how do you do that?
I just love millions of olives. Yeah, I figured I wanted to get that reaction out of you.
But yeah, there's again we go to different food venues on Fridays to do trades,
which is awesome.
But we also just went to like regular parks and just chilled out and traded. So like you don't have to feel
this
like
heat, dude.
Well, thankfully the evenings have been a lot cooler.
True.
And again,
especially recently, it's been raining a little bit.
Yes, thank goodness. And again, hopefully, folks didn't have to do as much flooding or very minimal flooding. Get those dehumidifiers; that they're God savers if you don't have them, or lifesavers. God saver,
godsends.
That's actually godsends. Thank you. But yeah, dehumidifiers, they're worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Or a good
Which
vacuum,
is crazy to say
good box vac
in Colorado.
It is. It is. It's very different,
but it is needed.
Yeah.
If you just protect yourself.
Yeah, and obviously being near water, the world's going through a lot of tough times. Like I don't know if people saw what happened in Tibet with their flash flood craziness. Thankfully, we didn't have that here in Colorado, and I hope no one else ever does because that looked like nightmare fuel.
Awful, yeah.
And again, yeah, I'm excited for October and the fall.
Hell yeah!
I know September is just literally next week, which is crazy. This time has been flying. And again, take your time with Pokemon. If you need to take your breaks, take your breaks.
Sure.
But enjoy the game. Don't feel rushed or overwhelmed because you get to choose.
Yeah.
And just know, again, don't let FOMO like creep up on you.
Correct.
I know like I did message some players like the old Instinct chat. I was like, hey, for players who haven't been, like you can't get your perfect Mewtwo if you haven't.
Hey, yo, yeah.
Just because you haven't played in a while. But I will let the OGs know, like, hey.
Have you logged into an account that's just like old as shit, like that hasn't played? Or are you pretty current on?
I'm pretty current with like most of my friends like that play, but like the players like that haven't, like I'd be curious like Joe if he's logged in to see like.
Well, like I had a baby account once upon a time, and my brother took it.
Oh yeah.
And then he hasn't played in a couple of years, so it's like I'd be curious.
Did you log in?
I haven't logged into it. I'd be curious to see what it's like to log into it 2 years later, 4 years later, whatever.
It's a whole new world. Like I still remember, again for when I'd like for other players when they're like, "Hey, can you play for me real quick?" And I'm like, "Okay." Like again, I know you're not supposed to, but sometimes if someone asks me, I don't mind helping out.
Who are you talking about? They handed me their phone.
Yeah, like I played for them on their device.
Yeah.
But
it's their account.
When I logged in, it's nice seeing like the Pokemon, the unknown Pokemon, and then like I think more about like Corey when he came back. I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, give me like a 2-hour window, and I could sit and explain everything to you.
Right.
And he did. Like he set up like office hours. He's like, all right, I'm gonna meet with Jack. He's gonna give me the down low on like what's changed in Pokemon since he stopped. This is what like 2019.
It's been a while, yeah.
And so like when I gave him that debrief, he's like, okay, so what about this? And it was like a good Q&A. Same thing that like freaking Squints and them did, where they like asked me directly via Campfire, but it was in an event. They're like, hey, like I don't know you, but like you said you're down to help out trainers. Could you meet with us at like a public place and like help us? And I was like, yeah, gladly.
Right.
And I did. Like we went to Hourz and I just sat there with him and was like, explain the game.
For sure.
That's where it is crazy how much it has changed. But then when they see their Pokemon, they're like, oh, this hasn't changed. And I was like, yeah. So it has like its consistent familiarity of like, oh, there's still glitches. Yeah, boy, there's more glitches. Then I'm like, ah ha ha. Yeah, but then when they see like
features and it breaks other features.
Yeah, when they see other things, I'm like, yeah, it's that too.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions?
Any questions? What is this, David Pumpkins over here, dude?
No, I was just curious, like, in terms of, like, because we always ask, like, a fun question at the end. But do you have any that you can think of?
Questions? Did I ask you wins or waves?
Of, like, what I would choose?
Which one are you picking? I mean, you probably get both, but I'm just, which one will you play first?
Probably wins.
Wins? That's right, brother. We're both team wins.
Hell, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, then someone has to get waves.
Carless waves, man. I'm not
Okay.
fucking with water, dude. Give me.
Oh no, I love the water, but like when it comes to like weird things, I've had lots of people tell me like how can I like it, but I enjoy breezes and wind.
True.
Like when I'm out in
sure.
in the world,
That
and
is
people are
weird.
like, why? I'm like, I just like it because it's like gentle.
Sometimes it can be the like violent cooling. Wind, not so much.
Yeah, I don't like a tempest.
I'm not. Yeah,
I just like fuck your
to get
day.
blown away.
Yeah, things that break my tree branches.
Okay.
But I do enjoy the wind.
Okay. Spooky season's coming up.
Yes.
Spooky season.
It is. It is.
A lot of great spooky Pokemon, but let's take a non-spooky Pokemon and make it spooky.
Oh.
What would be a good one? I'll take one off the table for you because I just love it.
Okay.
I've seen very many alternate Bulbasaurs. It's a great one, like a pumpkin on its back, or like other spooky versions. I've seen many, like with the sugar masks doing like Dia de los Muertos.
Yes.
So if you could spookify, we're spookifying a Pokemon.
Okay. Who would I pick? Fuck. There's so many.
This is true.
It would be really cool. Like, would it make them like a ghost type? Like,
I mean, it could.
Because that'd be my hope. It's like you become like a ghost in the process. I would love to see, just because I think it'd be cool. And haunting would be Lapras.
A Lapras,
just to fit with the winds and waves. I like it to be like a sunken ship theme.
Interesting.
Where it's like, or like maybe Scary Siren. Would be awesome because I think Lapras would be really good for it, and it could be a dead Lapras, like the skeletal of it, and it comes up,
I like
and
that.
It's notorious for sinking ships and making sure that SSN never made it to the coast. I would love to see that.
Okay.
What about you?
The first one that jumped in my head, weirdly enough, and I feel like this is kind of a cop out because like it happens so often with a fire ghost, but Rapidash. Like a spooky, haunting Rapidash.
Nightmare.
Literal nightmare. Like that kind of fits into that. I was almost thinking Ghost Rider too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's one, but on that kind of with that Cyclizar from Scarlet and Violet, like a death motorcycle or
Ghost Rider,
or a ghost dragon, Ghost Rider type thing going on. Those are the top two.
Which version of? You said the Cyclizar?
Cyclizar, yeah.
Okay, I thought.
Okay, it has such an ugly cry.
Yeah, I was like, and then
Koraidon versus Miraidon.
Koraidon, yeah.
Okay, we could expand it. So in case you didn't know, spoiler alert: Koraidon and Miraidon are technically paradox forms of Cyclizar, that have developed into legendaries. But
which is dope.
But so maybe all three of them. A spooky version of Cyclizar and then Koraidon and Miraidon.
Maybe I need to see if Homeless Dino can make like an art concept of that.
That might be fun.
That'd be a dope like shirt for Halloween.
I think
you just see them all riding out.
Sick, actually, yeah. Riders on the
Again,
storm,
artists,
dude.
please assemble, make spooky versions of your Pokemon.
I think those would be most fun. And I have a secondary question, real quick.
All right.
If there was a feature that is not in Pokemon Go or one that used to exist but they just haven't brought back yet, what do you want to see? It doesn't have to be a feature. It could be like an event or certain Pokemon. So the one I'm going to bring up, just because I looked over and I remembered, clone Pokemon.
Yes,
I want the clones to be back. I would love to see an evolution on that. I want to see clones that maybe weren't in the movie.
Well, they had the whole team. They had copied so many Pokemon.
Yeah.
When everyone was fighting, like Pika versus Pika, Aerodactyl versus Aerodactyl, they could have done any of them.
Right, but I'm saying like past Pokemon the first movie. Like what if they had clones of all the starters?
They did.
Well, I'm talking about all 9 generations of starters.
Ooh. Like Mewtwo when he took them all, just started his own island.
Yeah.
Like
so
a Mirage Island.
Now you have clone Decidueye.
They could just make a whole lore about that.
Clone Decidueye, clone Delphox.
Yeah, they wanted to start their own human free world. I would be supportive of it.
Little Westworld. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do you have a feature like that?
Damn, that's like.
I mean, you could pick that one too.
That was like a whole deep thing. The thing I want them to bring back, just because I like seeing them, was back during some of the I think it was like more Chinese New Year, was when they had the guaranteed first 5 trades were guaranteed luckies.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
I want that back.
Just bring just a little event. Give me guaranteed luckies.
Guaranteed luckies. Because I thought it was really cool. It was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Back when I did that whole compilation of all the event stats.
Yeah.
It only happened once. And I loved that event because like I knew exactly what I wanted to trade.
Fair.
And so when people would ask me, because that's a hard thing for like someone, it's kind of like how we talked about like when it comes to gifts. It's really hard to get you a gift because you could just get it. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Literally.
Like it's the same thing with like certain Pokemon, but certain luckies I love to get. And that's where again, to add a twist on it, I like them to let just like how we have the you could TM frustration away.
Correct.
I want them to be like, hey, here's a day we're going to let you trade a mythical. Not like the mythicals that you rated for.
Correct.
So let me trade a Genesect. Let me trade a Darkrai.
Yeah.
Let me trade those mythicals that I can't trade now.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Mew, Celebi, those are off the table.
Yeah, because how painful is it to see your lucky decks and you're just like,
yes!
I will never be able to fill that hole.
It makes me so mad. Or if I could... If they would allow me, like maybe they make a new thing called a lucky berry or a lucky jacket,
or something,
okay, or a lucky brooch or lucky ribbon that I can give a Pokemon to just give it just that status, make it lucky though it can't be traded.
That'd be fun
because to me like it'd be like a kind of like less of the sharp cut that it is to catch a mythical that just IV suck.
Yeah,
at least make it boosting it half cost.
Correct.
That'd be my
I like
wish.
that solution. That'd be pretty fun. I think, because I was just remembering my baby account has like 3 shiny Darkrai on it. In my main account, I think I eventually got one, but like
you have so many accounts.
I do. I have 400 accounts. Dang. Yeah, I'm a cheater.
Cheater.
No, but it's just like I'll never be able to trade those shinies. Which I would love to have. So anyway,
it sucks.
Quick bonus.
Oh.
There is a lot of very talented pixel artists. Bring back the 8-bit. Or bring back the pixel sprites.
Oh my god.
And I would love to see pixel sprites of new Pokemon.
Yeah. Like you can make them. It takes time, but
for sure.
Yeah, especially if they had made that like if that was a paid version of the game,
I'd pay for it.
I'd pay for it.
Like $5. Here's your skin for Pokemon Go. It's all in pixel.
Yeah, because does it take more or less energy or the same energy to like display?
I would assume it's depending on how they render it. I mean, it's how the game is like refreshing or whatever in the background. In one, I would say it probably less.
Like if I could play Pokemon Go in like regular red and blue graphics,
yeah,
I would love that.
Just you want colored ones, or do you want the green screen?
Ooh,
I'm kidding.
If I could play Pokemon Yellow,
okay, Pokemon Yellow, or Crystal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did like, and again, I know Nintendo wasn't a fan of what the mods that I've seen where they made the 2D, 3D.
There's the Gamma Emerald, I think is what it's called recently.
Yeah,
the 2D, 3D, HD 2D, 3D. It's like HD 2D, I think is what it's called. It's like one of my favorite gaming art styles. And there have been a couple of different Pokemon that have come out. Gamma Emerald, I think, is the most recent one I've seen.
Yeah.
And it looks fascinating.
And
so
see, to me, like when they get mad at those players, but they see the fan base of it,
it's like this is just telling you something.
Hire them,
right?
Bring them in, be like, your game is getting traction. And then they're like, yeah, it is. And then they're just like, why don't you come through and see what's going on?
For real.
What the hell?
All right. Well, you got anything else for the people?
As of right now, just please be safe. Know that I highly encourage people to just kind of, again, do nominations in your area for Pokemon stops. So we need more stops.
Use that feature.
I think there's a lot of players that like their normal playing area and just neglect the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, if you're going to say you're part of the community, how are you going to neglect the community that's around it?
Right. I mean, like, it's a feature that people don't use, or just maybe they're afraid to use or don't know how to use.
Yeah,
and like,
it's not the most user-friendly. I get that.
We should try to use it more. So I challenge anybody to at least add one Pokestop somewhere, whether it's work,
if every player could make it a point to try to add one stop a month.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
We'd be littered with Pokemon stops. Dude. Yeah, like it'd be amazing. Like, and again, if you live in Aurora, like our group has held a Nominums party, which is doing nominations, and then we go get food. If I'm down to host another one of those.
Okay.
Just because, again, like we meet up in an area in a plaza, we figure out areas and we just do nominations. Or even if it's in a neighborhood, like let's go walk around. As I get in my steps and explore new neighborhoods. I was exploring one the other day. One that I always pass is Mission Viejo Park area.
Mm-hmm.
There's a park. You know how it's like right by that. There's like the tennis courts and all that, and there's that middle street that goes through.
Yeah.
That neighborhood right there. I never walked into that. There's like condominiums and things, but I've never been inside there. So I actually like walked in there and it was like really nice.
I've gotten lost in there trying to drive.
Oh, it's a nightmare. I could not imagine. Yeah, there's too many like weird one ways and I was like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like explored that and that was what I did when I first moved into this neighborhood. Was like I wasn't familiar with it, so I explored. But there's lots of it, again, yard artwork. There's maybe sometimes graffiti or wall art that you can like nominate.
Okay. And
again, highly encourage people to just do more nominations at the end of the day.
Awesome. I also encourage that. Stay safe out there. It is allegedly supposed to start cooling down in general. You already see the autumnal sun out there, so protect your eyes.
Yes.
And just be safe out there. And enjoy Pokemon Go however you like. If you want to take part in the finale, the Mega Raid finale, by all means, and let us know if you need help. But ultimately,
always speak up because there's so much going on. Yeah,
and there's always good opportunities for a lot of things. So,
the other thing is prepare for winter.
Prepare. This winter's going to be nuts.
Get your vehicle ready. I just got new tires. I encourage you to check your tread.
Yep.
Get your brakes. Get your windshield wipers. Get all that ready because again, it's just good to be ready.
Agreed. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Bye.